Leave Kate alone. An angry William has had enough of Meghan's bad behavior. Hello and a very warm welcome to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel. The Duchess of Cambridge may have brought warring brothers Prince William and Prince Harry back together, but there have been no formal warm feelings of forgiveness sent in the Duchess of Sussex's direction. In fact, Women's Day magazine understands that William, quote, doubts he'll ever be on good terms with Meghan again, especially after his sister-in-law's latest questionable behavior toward Kate. William and Harry will sort things out eventually. They're brothers, says a source. But Meghan's habit of painting a picture of Kate that makes herself look better is a huge problem. It was bad enough that Meghan made her Oprah interview a big takedown of Kate. But now it's been revealed she's adding new chapters to the biography Finding Freedom that, going by past efforts, will hardly be complimentary of anyone. In what some have taken as another slight on Kate, Meghan announced her first children's book, The Bench, last week, just 2 days before Kate's photographic initiative, Hold Still, debuted as a book. Meanwhile, it's come out that the reported rivalry between Meghan and Kate may have started in late 2017, with royal author Tom Quinn claiming that Meghan felt like a second-tier royal when she and Harry were shunted off to the two-bedroom Nottingham cottage. While William and Kate reside in Grand Kensington Palace with their kids, the Duchess of Sussex reportedly felt disappointed that their family home was Little Frogmore Cottage. But regardless of where tension began, our insider says William remains incredibly protective of Kate, who never signed up to be involved in this tit-for-tat. Catherine still feels utterly humiliated after the Oprah interview, and she hates that Meghan airing her dirty laundry is distracting from all the good work she and William do back in the UK, says a source. An insider says that William circumvented his brother and made his thoughts known to Meghan directly, recently, especially after the 39-year-old former actress leaked to the U.S. press that they had privately congratulated the Cambridges on their 10th wedding anniversary. That was the tipping point for William, says the insider. He finds it all so fake. There was no point in letting that get out except to make herself look like she was above the drama that she created. The source continues, it's interesting to watch the Harry and Meghan show, as getting to watch an actual train wreck is hard and ethically highly dubious. But these two are the gift that keeps on giving. That ship has long since sailed, starting at the Oprah interview, and burned to the ground after her disgusting PR attempts during Prince Philip's funeral. I think most people by now are just plain repulsed by her. It was almost understandable at first. Poor little actress. She just wanted to merch a bit here and there for some chump change. Pocket money, really. What's so wrong with that? Except royals don't do that. In fact, no person in any political office does. It'd be considered conflicts of interest and bribery. So what does she do? She did it anyway, secretly. But nothing is secret from the royal family, so red flags already. They took away her voice by not allowing her to speak publicly about political opinions. How hard is that? No one told her she couldn't have political opinions. She could sit with her friends all day if she wanted to, speaking her mind about the political climate. It's just that she couldn't go and do an interview with Vanity Fair and voice those opinions on a public platform, the same platform that was given the royal family. But no, that wasn't going to work for Markle. She was going to speak about what she pleased anyway. She cried about being bullied by this welcoming family, who also welcomed her mother with open arms. In reality, she was a monster who belittled her female staff to the point that they quit at unprecedented rates. Oh, and her head of security, 2 of them. They also quit because you can't protect somebody properly when they keep texting the location to the paparazzi. She was asked not to do that for obvious reasons, and she's lying. I have no clue what you're talking about. I didn't call them, except they knew she did. The poor head of security, the man looked like a neurotic squirrel on the border of having a heart attack every time he's pictured. She literally made their jobs impossible. Also, according to this source, the Queen was lenient and gave them a year to decide to come back. But Meghan Markle convinced her henpecked husband they could be billionaires all on their own. It wasn't his royal connections that made him so popular, it was her, and his ravishing good looks, or something, I'm not sure. But he bought it, and now they continue to go negative into popularity ratings, which I didn't even know was possible. They were so idiotic to think that they were Obama-level important, especially her. She's a mattress actress, and no amount of humanitarian trips and internet scrubs will make people think otherwise. They're quite literally nobodies now, and with no royal connections after the bridges have burned. You can't buy the royal family. Nice try, Netflix. They should have stopped as soon as people got wind of them using bigwig PR companies. Instead, they listened to their PR company, whose goal is to make money off of them. Duh! To triple down and go harder. Force them to love you. Anyway, it's obviously not working. At this point, they're literally hated on both sides of the pond. In England, for obvious reasons, like that spectacle of a wedding. Ugh, that was for the Brits. Not her, of course. She married your beloved prince for love. And now in America, because if there's one thing Americans despise, it's being told what to do. Especially when it's coming from an ex-British royal. No offense, because we do love the royals. We just prefer them in England. The Washington Post just referred to them as American royalty, and the 16,000 comments last I looked, which not only are negative, they were downright seething with contempt and hatred for them. All of them. Not one positive comment did I see. We in the UK feel exactly the same. We in general love the royal family and the feel-good factor. But the deal is that they don't make political comments or tell us how to behave. We already have the likes of Greta Bloody Thunberg for that irritation. As Harry's first wife has been proven to be a truly dishonest person, it is time to check her facts from the beginning. We all know about Thomas Sr.'s pap shots that appeared prior to the wedding, and that they were taken by the narcissist's favorite on-call pap, hence her having her claw prints all over the incident. And how his embarrassment from being set up and looking foolish to the world resulted in anger from the royal man-child and the claw. People surmise that the resulting stress caused his heart attack and need for a stent placement. But have we all been focused on the wrong red flag and not seen the forest through the trees? Thomas Markle Sr. never received an invitation. At the time, as I was a supporter of all the ballless twit and Harry's first wife, I scoffed at everything out of the man's mouth. I patiently went along with the narcissist's purity and innocence line, and her fable of her evil Markle and Ragland families, where only Doria, the ex-con, was deserving of a royal wedding show invitation, where she loved her father but was disappointed in him. Now, with my mind clear and the bright light of fame that she always craved on her every action, I firmly believe that the Markle and Ragland families were not invited, as they would have innocently spilled the truth about exactly what this narcissist was and still is. Funny that they were invited to her wedding to Trevor. The Markle family were set up to look foolish and white trash to the world before they ever gave an interview. While the Claw did her best shy-die impression, she knew the media would want to get interviews with anyone who knew her, and she knew her Markle family would not be afraid to speak, as they were comfortable around cameras. Little did we realize that they were telling the truth. It was poo-pooed by many, as we were still believing the fairy tale the narcissist was selling. The narcissist only sent an invitation and a plane ticket to her mother, as Doria had taught the art of the grift to her. Mama also would keep her mouth shut, had helped to reel in the ballless twit, and was the linchpin in the claw's grift of racism. The narcissist obviously worried that her mother might slip up and divulge something, so that is why she was not allowed to meet the royal family until hours before the wedding show, or sham, shall I say, began. If Thomas Sr. had wanted to be at the wedding show, he too would have had a plane ticket, wedding invitation, tuxedo, morning suit, and some sort of itinerary. He had nothing of the sort. His narcissistic spawn had set him up and his family from the beginning. And you, what do you think about Meghan Markle? Please tell me your view below in the comment section, and we also discuss Harry's wife together. If you so prefer my video today, remember to like and share it with everyone who will like it like us. Don't forget to subscribe to Kate Middleton and the Queen News Channel to get more videos from our team. Thank you for watching, goodbye, and see you in the next videos.